Hi everybody, hello you wonderful gamers, here I am, me, the Metal the Middle-aged Gamer, here for part 3 of my special talk through of a walkthrough series. This is of course that was part of my Humanity collection, and so the action's already started, so let's continue. Now, if you recall, we've defeated a few monsters, climbed up onto this ledge, and now Eco's going to have to do a bit more platforming in the style of The Last Guardian or Prince of Persia, whatever you want to refer to. And in the last section, we activated the crane, and that's going to lead us to another section, which that is part of. You have a go worry about your order with those guys. They're not after your order, they're going to be after you. Again, you don't have to worry about them dying, because they don't actually kill you. This oh boy, whoever designed the camera angle for that little bit there deserves shooting, I've got to be honest. Okay, it took me a while to figure out how to jump in through that window, but as I said, the component cable wasn't very good. I was using on the last playthrough. I can actually make out bricks and stuff on the other side, so you could on this, and you couldn't see that one using the old cable. So it didn't look like anything important, but enough. I've jumped a little too early quite often on that one, off that chain. That's why I took a little while on the swing in there. Okay, just take care of these guys. They'll knock you over to the floor, but that's just about it. They're not going to go after you order, just beat them up basically. Nice easy fight. So this is one of the little guys where you gotta wait for them to turn your back on them, and then you just wait for them to get close enough and do a quick turn around and back. As you see, whenever I knock them down, I always bore them around into a section that's going to back them into a wall. Every single time. It's what I found to be the best way of dealing with those guys. And anyway, after you defeated them, you jump up that, and you push this over, and you're going to need that. And you might recognise this little area because you've just been here. Just push this block over to this wall and then push it down to the end. You don't want to push it as far down as it will go, because otherwise you can't use it, which is why I pull it back just there. You use it to jump up on that ledge there. And just follow the path around. The game pretty much guides you on to where to go from now on this section. I should add that this is going to be slightly longer than the previous episodes. It's going to be about 45 minutes long. In all honesty though, I could have honestly edited this a little bit better, and just to keep all the puzzles in a nice contained framework, but this is good enough. It's something to remember, and next time I do something like this, you jump over to that, The best way to do this, I find, is just to climb up as far as you go and turn around and then just jump off it, like that. Before you pull the leader, call Yorda over so she stands on that platform, then pull the lever and get ready to shimmy down those chains as quick as you can after the cutscene. And I'm sure you all know the routine here now when you haven't seen those blocks at the door, so you just shimmy down. Of course, you just then run up, pull it out, then use it to open the door, and just killing all the shadow monsters. And again, this is just a matter of following the path around. I'm sure you're all going to recognise this little area of the game as well. I have noticed that those glitches tend to happen just as it goes from a slightly dark area to a very bright area. So I'm wondering if there's something going on there with the contrast thing. Nevertheless, hand on my heart, it's not me editing. It's very easy to tell when I've edited something, especially on this. It's best to play along to the music, but I haven't really cut that much out of this. None of the gameplay has been cut out at all. It's just where I've saved games at certain times because I've gone away and made a cup of tea or rolled a cigarette or something like that. If you remember the other room that was like this is basically a mirror image of it, and oh, actually no, this is the first one, isn't it? Oh, I got a bit ahead of myself then. Yeah, this is the first one, and you actually do get to pick up a sword here once you get it out, and you get ready for a battle in this area. Once Yorda comes up onto the same level as you, she will, the monsters will attack. So as I said before, just go straight in. If possible, get them cornered against something. Of course, the obligatory save. Now, it took me a while to find this where you go after this, because it is a very dark corner of the room, but there is a door next to the staircase. You can see there next to the little save screen, and don't go up the stairs, but just go alongside it and you'll see a door there. Like so. And this game actually taught me a new trick in this little section. I didn't know what's happened. When I get to it, I'll tell you about it. Just go down there and call your order down, and you go and climb on top of that circular thing there and get your order to stand on it with you. You need to lower that to raise these stairs so you can reach that lever. And nicely, the portal was tucked around the corner, except for that one up there. So as you probably gathered by my little gaff there in the commentary, there is another room like this later on in the game. It's a mirror image. With slightly different way of solving the slightly different puzzles, should I say. You just go up here, pull that lever, to reveal these torches, and you just, like the bombs, you just light the stick, and then do the same action again, just to light those, and that circular door will open, and then you just climb through. And there is a save point out here, you'll see me use it. And so don't worry about that satellite dish thing there, you don't have to bother with that. You do on the other one, but not this one. No, just climb up these ladders. Called yours. Well, I think you might be able to leave her outside on that section and be safe, but I'm not 100% sure. Pompa. Look, I'm in Charlie in the chocolate factory. But I learnt a little trick here on this playthrough, which I didn't realise you could actually do. So, for those who are speedrunning the game, I don't know if any new speedrunners, because I'm sure speedrunners knew about it anyway. Well, you light your stick up there after you pull the lever. You go around to light these torches here to open up that one, and it will release the sword, which you will need. Now if you try and call your order down from there, from that position, she'll just shake her head and tell you no. Now what I would usually do is go all the way around and grab her. But I accidentally pressed call your order here. As you see, she started walking over. Now I didn't realise she was going to do this, but as I jumped up there, I accidentally called her again, and lo and behold, she's able to walk down. And yeah, it wasn't a glitch or anything. I did it in the other version of this room, and it works fine. So I'd say it saved me a few minutes. It's not because I'm speedrunning the games, because I've actually played the game a few times on this Shuada special, and so we'd just like to get the games over and done as quickly as possible to move on to the next project. I'm still putting the effort into do all these various versions for you guys. So, like I said in the last episode, if you don't like commentary, there are versions of this playthrough without commentary. As you can see, you use the sword there to cut the ropes to release that. And then you finally run up those stairs. Unless you're like me and you like to save just to be safe. Oh no, I was thinking of the other room again. You walk up this staircase, you climb up on that ledge, and you have to cut that road there, and you have to jump up to cut it. It's easier said than done. And again, this is another section which is maybe not classed this as a flawless playthrough because I forgot the route up. And so far on click. So what I'm supposed to do there is climb up, and there's another ledge. But being in there though I am, I didn't look up, and so I thought, oh, go drop down there. And then I realised, hold on, that can't be right. Unfortunately, I dropped down there. Because if you do drop from the high points on the really high points on this section, you will die. As you can see there, that top ledge is where you're supposed to go, but not that top ledge. Go up there and climb over to the other one. So I started off okay, but I didn't get that one right. Just come up onto that one, shimmy along and drop down onto that ledge from this one. Shimmy across and drop down to that, and then just move across. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. This little bit, just a little bit of platforming. And then on this final bit, you can just shimmy across until you drop off. And walk around. Step on this little thing. I like to cut both roads on this bridge section at the same time. You can do them independently at all, I just think it looks a bit cooler. Yeah, walk around, do the same with this one. And then carry on walking around to deal with the actual that waterfall thing. You pull this lever to stop the water from running. And you don't have to worry about going all the way around, you can just jump over that ledge once that water stops running. You just climb up on the ledge and then jump down. Or just fall off or drop down like that. Don't jump down. You might actually kill yourself on that little section actually if you jump. Because it's right on that borderline height. And then you just use that bridge that you come down, try not to fall off because the camera angle likes to mess you up on this section. And this section can tend to take people a while to figure out. In fact, I only come across, happens to be by chance, that I give up trying to find whatever's next to do. So I just grabbed that and went into every room I possibly could with that until this happened. It's advantageous trying to find the bridge, but you don't have to. And then for me, you go over to the left, pull the lever to open up the torches on the final hatch. Then go over to the left and use the elevator to bring you down. Then just grab a stick and light it. Although why I didn't grab the stick that I dropped there, I don't know. That would have been the smart thing to do. Actually, you might see, give an example of my editing here. If you listen to the music, or is it the other one? Oh no, this is one of my edits. I paused it because I had to go to the toilet and then come back. So those are the sort of edits I've basically actually done. So, you know, none of the gameplay got removed. Then you grab one of the sticks and you run over to the other one and light it, and then run back to light those two, and that'll be that little section complete. And that first reflector dish will activate. Now I advise you to pick your sword back up there, but it's not necessarily, but you have got a fight coming up now, and the sword will make things a bit easier. But if you have forgotten it and you do get past it's not to worry, because the next room you're going to go into does actually have a sword in it you can pick up. Though I'm sure a lot of people would rather take the sword with them right now. So that's what I would advise you to do. Because you're going to have a little bit of a scrap here. See what I mean? Every time it goes into a lighter section, it just glitches. Just like that. I will be getting a stronger weapon than this later on in the game. It's a hidden weapon. Unlike the sword, it's not needed to complete the game. As you can see, the sword makes quick work of these guys. Now I'll be honest, when it comes to this ladder here, I'm not 100% sure if you need to take your order with you, but I'm sure we do recall I did leave it behind the one time. And one of those shadow beasts materialised and took her way down into the hole where you came from before I had a chance to grab her. So I'm just going to call her to come up this ladder, even though it will take a while. And there is this really horrible glitch though. And this little bit where you have to wait for your order to climb down the ladder twice. I think it does it on this section, but you'll see in a bit. As you can see, there's a sword just there. So there's the bridge, and then you just go back down and climb down the ladder. So now this is the glitch. You see Yoda now, see how she's climbing down the ladder. Wait till she gets to the bottom. I just had a warning from antivirus there. What the hell? And again, what the hell? Why wasn't he picking them up yesterday? Interesting. So, as you can see, when she got back down to the bottom of the ladder, she climbed back up, and we have to wait for her to go back up and then come back down again. You ignore that entrance to start with. You just go to the left here, and you'll see a block. Pull it out, push it up against that pillar, jump up. You jump up to grab that ledge, shimmy across. Don't climb up onto it, just shimmy across, so you can go underneath the rope. Then climb up, drop down onto that pillar, and then cut that rope. Then you climb down and go through that door again, which we've been through many a time. As per usual for this room, I advise you to do exactly the same again. Just hold on to it and keep on moving. So only actually fight them if any of them actually get in your way. What I do strongly just suggest you do is just keep moving through the door. They won't follow you through the doorway. And then you don't go back into that garden where you had that cutscene with the mother. Just go straight down, and you can just go through that doorway there. I didn't, but there was another one on the other side, and that's the one I go through. And that will take you to that little section where you've just enabled the boat to drop down like that. You climb up on the rope, and then ignore that lower window. You want the window above it. Get some swing action going. Then just work along that ledge through that doorway. Walk off there, you'll come to a block, push it through there. Drop down. And then push that block through that window. And that will enable you to help yaw the climb up. You use it to open up these blocks here, and just go through the door. You just leave them in front of the guy to climb up this ladder, then out through. Can you call it a window? I'm not sure. You just walk outside, go to the left, you'll see your chain, jump on it, be careful, it's very easy to miss this if you're not careful enough. And then just get the chain swinging and then jump over there. Ignore that ladder over there for the time being, and climb down that one. And that's the quick way of dealing with ladders when you want to get down them. Go up and grab that box up in the corner. Again, you've got to use this to enable your order to get to this section here. And then just push that down. Go over to the right, you'll come to an elevator. I just wanted to check something out here. There's no real need to do this. Like I said, I have been trying the American version of it. I'm going to play it, I'm sure there's a difference there, but I can't really see it now. You just buy this elevator up top. Then walk across, you'll come to the gate where your order is and the switch. The switch will unlock the gate. Enabling your order to get through. Then you just go over to the block and help the order get up onto that grassy area. Then you go back over to the ladder and climb up, and then you go over to the other ladder that I said ignore earlier, and then go climbing up that. Yeah, but go below and holding your order's hands for this, you can just go straight up both ladders and just call her. There you go, and just wait for it to catch up to you. Then you can buy a step on that plate on the floor to open up the door and on to the next section. This contains another little thing where it's preventing me classing it as flawless. And oh, I didn't do this in the early playthrough. This is where you get the secret weapons, and you can get two. You get one for your first playthrough, but you get a different one for your second playthrough. This one is actually my third playthrough, but it's classing it as my first. So you don't have to open up that door there straight away. I'll just do it because I just like to be prepared to do what I want. So you just climb up there. I should also point out that this area is slightly different as well in the American version. But I'll go on with the bit that I cut out does frustrate me quite a bit. I've yet to do it first time. So you just climb along these metal bars, whatever they're meant to be, pipes perhaps. You just shimmy across. Drop off here, operate that lever. And then go down the ladder. Now that you've operated that lever, you go over to this corner here, climb up on this post, and you need to jump just at the right time, and that is actually the first time I actually ever done that first time, so I was quite pleased about that happening. It was at this point in the game I was actually thinking, oh God, I'm actually quite on good form on this. This little section drove me mad, but before we attempt it, I'm going to get the secret weapon. As you can see, you just walk around here, pull this lever to open up the door for your order. Then you go over to the tree on your left, hit it with your sword. It has to be with the sword, I think. And you get somewhat dropped down. Some people call it a ball. I'm not convinced this is a ball, but I'm not quite sure what it's meant to be honest. So a ball is as good as description as any. And then you take it up to that secret room. You need your order to come with you. You just take it through here. You walk up the staircase and you need to drop it in that little square on the floor. And you both need to step on that. And the game will give you a new weapon. Or it gets thrown through a window, I don't know. And who threw it? This weapon's a lot more powerful than the sword and the stick. The one you get in the second playthrough, which is essentially a lightsaber, is even more powerful. And it has a very neat little trick, which I'm sure has got to be some kind of joke in the way that again with these pixel glitches. Now then, this section drives me up the wall. Now this bit's easy enough. First of all, you grab that box and you need to push it into that stream. Don't turn that stream off first, push the box in first. You can still solve it if you turn the stream off first, but it's easier just to do it like this. Because now that box is going to float down and go into the next section where you're going to need it. And there we get this bit. Now this little bit isn't in the American version. They've simplified this puzzle. The idea is you jump on there, climb up, and then jump over to that ledge, and as you can see I missed. You can do it from this side as well. I prefer to do it from the other side because you've got a better view of what's going on. I jumped a little too early there. In the American version, there's a ladder around the other side, and that ladder's still there, but you can't climb up it from the ground. You use it to climb down because there's a bit missing off it. I remember the first time I actually come to this puzzle, it drove me mad. But in the American version, you don't have that water wheel. It's just a simple case of climbing up a ladder. My even attempted to jump there was beyond me. I think it's another 2 times now. I attempt it. Oh no, I've done it that time, right. And so in the American version, on the PlayStation 2 that is, the PlayStation 3 version is exactly the same as this in America as well, I believe. American version, you've actually got the ladder at the side instead, and you just climb up the ladder, as you'll see in this bit. In the PlayStation 3 and European version, you can't climb up it. And once you've done that, you call your order over. and move on to the next room where there is another save point, and that's going to be the end of this chapter. I hope you come back. And now, I'd love to know what's causing those glitches. I've got paranoid now because of those. Oh, there you go. There's my Spike Club trophy. Told you I'd never gotten it before. But yeah, if you like what you're watching, click like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget you can also promote, sponsor my channel via PayPal using the email address in the description below. And I hope you come back next time. I'm Ian, the Metal Middle Age Gamer. Have fun, people, and good night.